Right now, as you're watching this, you think time is passing. You feel it, second by second, moment by moment. Your entire life has taught you that time flows from past to future. But Einstein discovered something that will shatter this feeling completely. Time doesn't flow, it never did. And by the end of this video, you'll see reality in a way you've never seen before. This isn't philosophy, this isn't metaphor. This is what Einstein actually explained about time, and almost no one tells you the full story. Let's begin. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel time passing. You sense it, don't you? That constant motion, that river carrying you from past to future. Now open your eyes. That feeling? It's a lie your brain constructed. Einstein didn't just say time is relative, he said something far more disturbing. He said, the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. But what does that actually mean? Here's what it means. Right now, at this exact moment, somewhere in the universe, it's your birthday, your childhood, your death, all of it, existing, simultaneously, not metaphorically, actually. You think you're living in now, but now doesn't exist the way you think it does. Let me show you why Einstein came to this conclusion and why it breaks everything you thought you knew about existence. Imagine you're on a train moving at 100 kilometers per hour. You throw a ball forward at 20 kilometers per hour. How fast is the ball moving relative to someone standing outside the train? 120 kilometers per hour. Simple addition. Now imagine you're on that same train, moving at 100 kilometers per hour. But instead of throwing a ball, you turn on a flashlight. Light travels at 300,000 kilometers per second. So relative to someone outside the train, how fast is that light moving? You'd think 300,000 plus the train's speed. But here's where reality breaks. The light is still moving at exactly 300,000 kilometers per second. Not faster. The person outside the train measures the same speed. This makes no sense. It violates everything we understand about motion. But experiment after experiment proved it. Light speed never changes. No matter how fast you move, light always moves at the same speed relative to you. Einstein sat with this fact, and he asked a question that changed everything. If light speed is always constant, what has to change instead? The answer, time itself. Let's do a thought experiment Einstein actually used. Imagine a train car with a light clock inside. A photon bounces between two mirrors. One tick of the clock is one round trip. Now imagine you're standing still, watching this train pass by at high speed. From your perspective, the light doesn't just bounce straight up and down. It travels diagonally, a longer path. But here's the key, light speed is constant. It can't speed up to cover that extra distance. So what gives? Time inside the train slows down. Not metaphorically, actually. The clock on the train ticks slower than your clock. This isn't a mechanical issue. This is time itself stretching. The faster something moves, the slower time passes for it. Astronauts in space age slightly slower than people on Earth. Not by much, but measurably. GPS satellites have to account for this, or they'd be off by kilometers every day. This is called time dilation, and it's real. But Einstein didn't stop there, because time dilation reveals something even more disturbing. Here's what will break your brain. If time passes at different rates depending on speed, then there's no universal now. Let me explain. Imagine two events happen far apart in space. Event A, a star explodes 10 light-years away. Event B, you're reading this sentence on Earth. Are these two events happening at the same time? Your instinct says yes or no. Either they're simultaneous or they're not. But Einstein proved it depends on who's asking. Someone standing still might measure them as simultaneous. Someone moving past Earth at high speed might measure the star explosion as happening first. Someone moving in the opposite direction might measure your reading as happening first. All three perspectives are equally valid. There is no absolute now that everyone agrees on. Think about what this means. Your now and my now are different if we're moving at different speeds. The present moment isn't a universal slice through time. It's personal, local, relative. And this leads to Einstein's most haunting realization: if there's no universal now, then past and future can't be what you think they are. Einstein realized time doesn't flow. All of time exists at once. This is called the block universe. Imagine space-time as a loaf of bread. Each slice represents a moment in time. You think you're moving through the slices from past to future. But Einstein showed all the slices already exist. Your birth, your childhood, this moment, your death. They're all there, equally real, equally present. You're not moving through time, you're a four-dimensional object stretched across space-time. A space-time worm extending from your birth to your death. Every moment of your existence is still there, frozen in space-time. Your 5th birthday party? Still happening, always happening. Your last breath? Already exists. You just haven't reached that slice of the loaf yet. This isn't science fiction. This is the direct consequence of special relativity. If simultaneity is relative, if now is personal, then past and future must exist just as much as the present. The flow of time? An illusion created by consciousness moving through a static four-dimensional structure. But here's where it gets even stranger. You might be thinking, if the future already exists, do I have free will? And that's the right question to ask. But consider this: even if all moments exist simultaneously, you still experience them sequentially. You still make choices. You still feel uncertainty. The block universe doesn't mean your choices are meaningless. It means they're eternal. Every decision you make is carved into the structure of space-time forever. That moment you chose love over fear, always there. That time you stood up for someone, always happening. Every act of courage, kindness, creativity is permanent in the fabric of reality. Einstein once wrote to the family of a deceased friend, "Now he has departed from this strange world a little ahead of me." That means nothing. People like us, who believe in physics, know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. He was saying, your friend still exists, just in a different part of space-time. Death isn't annihilation, it's a boundary in space-time. You don't stop existing, you just stop extending. This is both terrifying and beautiful. Terrifying because it means every mistake is permanent. Beautiful because it means every moment of love is eternal. So what do we do with this knowledge? Einstein didn't just give us a physics theory, he gave us a new way to see existence itself. Time doesn't pass. You move through it. The present isn't special, it's just where your consciousness happens to be. The past isn't gone. The future isn't uncertain. They're all there, woven into the eternal structure of space-time. Every moment you've ever lived is still alive in the universe, and every moment you will live already exists, waiting for you. This is what Einstein explained, not just that time is relative, but that time as you experience it, as this flowing river from past to future, is a construction of consciousness. Reality is a four-dimensional sculpture, and you are part of that sculpture, always have been, always will be. So the next time you feel time slipping away, remember nothing is slipping away. Every second is eternal. You are not a brief flicker in an uncaring universe, you are a permanent thread in the fabric of space-time itself. That's what Einstein saw when he looked at time, and now you've seen it too.